Good morning. My name is Heather Smithson,
And I'm Christy James.
and we are here with some friends to hang out a little bit with kids of all ages for just a few minutes. This morning, we're going to imagine what a conversation between Jesus and some of his buddies may have been like. Now, we don't have any evidence that this is exactly how it went down, but I wonder if it might have gone something like this.
I want to tell you something really important. You are the light of the world,
Jesus said to all of his friends. Now, Nathanael, who was a bit critical, often rolled his eyes and said,
Jesus, I don't think so. The sun in the sky is the light of the world. I mean, duh.
Yes, the sun helps you see where you are going. But you, Nathanael, show people what the kingdom of heaven is about. That's the kind of light the world really needs.
How come Nathaniel gets to be the light of the world?
asked John.
I thought you loved me the most. Why can't I be the light of the world?
Jesus looked at John and said,
Oh, John, don't worry. You are the light of the world too.
Jesus' friend Mary was also there, and she was sitting quietly and listening. Jesus noticed that she looked sort of sad and asked,
What's wrong, Mary?
How come only the boys get to be the light of the world? I want to be the light of the world too.
Jesus turned to Mary and said,
Mary, of course, girls can be the light of the world too. You are totally the light of the world.
Now, at this point, Thomas, who always asked the hard questions, said,
I just don't get it. None of us are so special. We don't know much about the kingdom of heaven. How are we supposed to be the light of the world?
Good question, Tom. When you do the kinds of things I do, then you show people what the kingdom of heaven is like.
Like when you heal sick people?
Yes. Or when I welcome lonely people. Or when I feed hungry people. All that good stuff. Every bit of kindness and love.
There was a pause for a minute while everyone thought about Jesus' words. Then suddenly, Peter got a gleam in his eye.
This sounds pretty great. I'll do some good things in the world and everyone will like me. They'll all say, wow, that Peter is awesome. He's like the light of the world.
Now, some of Jesus' friends thought that sounded good, but others started to grumble. Peter was always trying to sound important.
No, Peter. If you are shining the light on yourself, you aren't being the light of the world.
Why not?
On a dark night, if you bring out a bright, flaming torch, people don't stare at the torch. They use the torch's light to see what's around them. You are the light of the world when the good things you do help people see more clearly how wonderful God is.
There was silence for a minute again, and then Peter finally said,
That sounds harder.
and Jesus replied,
Yeah, but you can do it. You are the light of the world.
I wonder what helps you to see the kingdom of heaven and what it is like. What kinds of things do you do that shine the light? Do people think about God when they see the deeds that you do? Talk with your parents and your grown-ups when you get home. Brainstorm about that. We want to thank Sydney and Leah, Aubrey and Emma, and Kai for helping us today. Bye, friends.